in solo sessions, and I think even more so. Now, what I have noticed, if you do sell stock in a full session, solo session, and the reason for this is because they have to pay you more if you... Anyway, to cut things short, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start selling my stock, and I'm going to talk through all the warehouse. At the moment, what I'm doing, I'm in my session, and I'm just taking a helicopter across the city. A few reasons for this. One, I want to see if anyone's going to shoot me down. If I start hearing beeps or I see hydras popping up out of anywhere, and then I know this isn't the sort of session that I want to be in, and I need for starting any selling. And another thing, having a helicopter to start with is always good, because sometimes you get you'll get like the boats. You'll have to go out to the boats, or you'll have to go out to the aeroplanes, and they're a bit of a ride, and that can cut five minutes off your journey by having a helicopter with you. Now this is let's see how many people are in here. We've got usually it says a number at the top, but it doesn't seem to do it here. Let's have a look. No, I will get it. What we've got about 12 or something up there. I can't see them all by, but that's quite a few there. A couple of things to point out. The other day I was doing some selling, and I was in a session probably as busy as this one, and I decided to hire some people to sell with me. I hired two other guys. So it was the cocaine factory, and I was selling, taking the bikes, and I was the first one obviously to ride off. Second guy, he took a bike, he rode off. There was 4 bikes in total. The third guy turned up and decided to blow everything up. So that's a point to remember. It's all right hiring people, but you don't know who you're hiring, and they can just blow your stock up. So that's something to remember. Try just to get your friends involved with this. Right, so I'm quite happy with this session. I think I've got methamphetamine I need to sell. Now what I'm doing at the moment, I'm only selling small amounts. Good reason for this is, one, it's less to lose, and two, it's more manageable to sell it. If you're trying to sell 3 vehicles by yourself, you've given yourself quite a bit of work. So I always try to sell just whatever a small amount. And because I'm doing it in a small session, I don't have vehicles just sat there doing nothing. Just basically there waiting for people to come and blow up. And they can do that because I'm not there to protect my my products. So this is another thing. I mean, sometimes when you're selling in these small amounts, you do get 2 vehicles there, but most of the time it is just the 1 vehicle that you have to take. So we haven't got much here. Now this is saying 89,000, but if I do the long distance sale, it's going to be a bit more. Actually, one thing, just resupply every time you come in. If you see it's empty, just do it. It saves coming back again later. Right, so sell stock. Right, so this will sell for 133. I would have thought selling this in a full session successfully should take this up to closer to, well, in this session it's not too busy, but probably get about 160, 170. I've had up to 180. So you do get a better return on your money, on your products, by selling these small amounts. And also, because you're getting through them quicker, you can probably easily make about $500,000 an hour if you're working hard and you've got an idea on how to sell everything. Right, so how many vehicles we've got here?
Attempting some discretion here and pretending we're the postal.
Okay, so this is the worst vehicle to sell. I can't stand these stupid vehicles. First, take a look at the route. Right, so there's a couple of people there that I'm going to have to bear in mind. This is the first place I need to go to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call Leicester once I get to about here. Chances are these guys haven't seen me yet. Is there a better route there? No, it looks like I'm going to have to take this route. Now this is quite steep, these hills this way. This is going to be one of these ones that's not going to be successful, I can see, because there's a couple of guys on my path. And the thing is, it doesn't matter how nice people are, when they see stock going past them, it could be a problem. It could be a problem, but we'll see anyway. This is going to be one of the ones that tests my way of selling stock. Now, I have been selling stock this morning successfully in this session. It's been okay, no problems at all. So the things that we can do, if for instance we see a Hydra in the air or Savage or something and something's coming towards us, we've got two options. We can either just drive on and we will get blown up, or we get out and we kill them. That's the only way. You've got to get out and you've got to blow it up. If you don't, you do get destroyed, especially driving this slow van. This van's ridiculously slow. I mean, look how slow it is. I've got my finger fully down on the R2 and it's hardly moving. So that's one thing. There's a couple of things I was thinking about actually to protecting stock. If you do have a warehouse that's got more stock in it, is to maybe put loads of proximity mines around and just know which way to walk to it, so that you can get your stock freely yourself, but anyone else tries to get close to it, they will get blown up. This is one thing, but as with everything, if someone gets killed by you, they will find out your name, and once they realise it's you who's got the stock, the first thing they will want to do is blow your stock up. And now their intention might not have been to blow your stock up to start with. They might have been one either passing through there or just interested to see what was there. Not everyone knows, or even those who do know are just, sometimes they've got nothing to do and they're like, oh, I'll go and have a look to see what he's selling or what vehicles he's got. And they could have literally just been going that way. Once they've been killed by you, their attitude has now changed and they're thinking, well, for that I'm going to destroy stock. So that's something to bear in mind if you do decide to leave proximity mines there. But it's something you might need to think about in the future if it works in your favour. Now, we're about half a mile away now. We've still got some quite big hills to climb, but I think it's time to call Leicester.
Hey, what's up? How can I help? No problem. I'll scramble the signal.
Getting your timing right with calling Leicester to get off the radar is so important. Now, since I've had my warehouses, I'll just say this is my second character, and I've learned everything from my first character what not to do. There we go, I've just missed it. This is going to take forever to get up the hill. So with the first character, I bought all the like the drug houses in the city, thinking, well, they're the most expensive ones, they must be the best ones. Well, actually I don't think they are. The problem with that is when you're out and about selling, your stock sat there in the middle of the city where everyone else is floating around. Now, as you can see, the little map in the bottom left there is showing what's around me, and that's the one I always keep on. I would have thought most people keep that, and they don't usually change to the bigger map unless, of course, they want to put a waypoint in. So if they start seeing stock in that map, that's when they will go towards it. Now, since I've been out in the desert or wherever out in the near Trevor's airfield, I've had less people destroy my stock because they don't see it. They just don't see it, and sometimes they don't even want to make the effort to drive out there because it goes through everyone's head. It's like, well, if I drive out there, by the time I get out there, the stock's probably gone, and is it really worth my while? You know, I mean, what do you really get for destroying people's stock? A couple of grand, if that. It's not actually worth a lot to anyone who does blow it up. It's more just the fun of blowing it up. But driving out that sort of way, if you're enjoying yourself doing whatever it was you was doing in the city, chances are you're not going to go out there. So it is best to have the warehouses and everything out in the middle of the desert. And the other thing is, if you do sell in the desert, you can just put the Leicester, call Leicester 5 minutes as before you get into the city, and then you can actually do the rest of your selling in without anyone seeing you. The thing is, also, I've had it where I've been in full sessions. I've had, say, 2 of these vehicles set outside like the cocaine factory, and I've been out selling one, and no one's touched these. But when it's been the one in the city near the small maze bank, pretty much are guaranteed they're going to get blown up every time. So that's the problem with the city ones. Now, going back to what I say, I always go for the furthest distance because you do get a lot more money, and sometimes I find with the shorter distance ones aren't necessarily that short. I end up doing them and thinking, wow, this is still a long way. I would have been better off just doing the long distance sale. So just always go for the long distance sale. You get much more money, and if someone's going to blow you up, they're going to blow you up anyway. So at least if you sell one of your trucks, you're going to get more than you would if you sell a cheaper truck, if that makes any sense. Right, obviously one thing I've got to bear in mind is if I can see other people in this square, like I can see that guy over there, they can see me. Now, I am sort of lucky that this is taking me this route because I myself don't like driving up here. Too much braking. I'm more of a foot down, full speed sort of driver, and I can't stand all the windy turns. Well, so far so good. I mean, we've got 2 more left to do. There's still some good profit in this. This is by far better than the CEO. I mean, I really did like the CEO, and when I first started the biker missions and selling the drugs, I found that I didn't get on with it. I found it difficult, and I thought, well, what's the point of this? You're just getting blown up all the time, all your stock's getting destroyed. Just fill all your warehouses up, and it's in the bank. You've got a bigger bank account you can cash in. I mean, each warehouse is worth 2.2 million, and I'd just wait until I got into a solo session and then sell them. But a couple of problems with the CEO. Well, now I don't think you make half as much money with CEO as you do with the biker warehouse, the biker drug houses. And the other thing is the biker stuff is much more interesting. When you're just stealing packages for the CEO missions, it does get very mundane, and it just feels very repetitive. You're just doing the same thing over and over again, just going back to your office, buying packages, going out, picking them up, putting them in the warehouse, and repeating that process over and over and over again. With the bikers, it's a little bit different. You don't know what you're going to get when you get there, and you do go to the different warehouses. The warehouses look different, but the money value goes up really well. Now see, look at this. I did say that would happen because I'm been selling in a full session. Rockstar's not happy with that because I've been successful at doing it. Now, because of that, they've started to dwindle the amount of people in there. Now I'm in there with basically looks to me looks like someone with a modded account. So that suggests to me that I'm going to probably get blown up by him, because that's what people with modded accounts generally do. They like to cause or like to upset their sessions. So we've got a couple more deliveries and then that's it. So yeah, Rockstar don't want me to make the extra money like I have been making. Now that stock would have been worth a lot more if that session had been still full of people. Now when I've tried to do new sessions, they won't let me, especially if I've got a full warehouse. And this is one reason where having a full warehouse, once you've got one, then you need to wait for an empty session. I have done it, I have got impatient, I thought, right, I'll just go ahead and sell it, and it has been successful, but it's such a risk. But then, you know, there's still a lot of profit in it. You've just lost a little bit of, well, you haven't lost any of your own time really, because the like the drug warehouses, they sort of take care of themselves really. You don't have to do anything with them. You just buy a few supplies and that's it. I don't bother with stealing the supplies. I find you don't pick up supplies as quick, and really for the time you've wasted you could be doing more interesting things. You know, it's all very well making money on GTA, but right, so what we've got there, 133, so that, I can't remember now what the actual starting amount was, so, but it looks like it was quite close to, well, I don't want this thing, do I? Oh, another thing, who the hell buys these? These are Pegasus vehicles. Why on earth would anyone buy one of these? What, 14 grand I think they are. So let's have a look. I can't believe they actually sell them in war stock. So, where are we? No, they're 45,000. That's not cheap, really. Make your deliveries in the rain shine. Right, so that's a Pegasus vehicle as well. So why would you even call Pegasus to order one of these, let alone buy one? Dear oh dear.
That's a successful sale.
Right, that's that job done.
Long John out.
Right, so anyway, I hope this has been useful. I'm trying to do more. Oh look, there I am. I'm in my session by myself. Wow. And I've got no full warehouses. That's great. Just partial ones, but at least I'll be able to sell my stock easily. But that was only I've sold 3 warehouses with only partial amounts in them, and that's already got me into my own session. So that's how easy that is. So I'll continue selling. But anyway, anytime I'm going to start looking for new ways to help people sell their stock better, and how to do it in a full session. There's no point spending time trying to sell in private to find solo sessions, because you could be there for hours just repeating find new session all the time. So I think you've just got to bite the bullet and to just do it in a full session, unfortunately. But anyway, any time I find something, I'm going to put it on here, so do subscribe to my channel. It could be useful to you, especially if this is the sort of thing you want to do on GTA. It's good when the new DLCs come out and you're able to sell the stock and make the money that you need. So, okay, well, that's it from me, and out for now.